Hey guys, what is up? This is Stephanie, aka The Limitless Babe, reminding you today and every day that you are limitless. So, I do not have words of wisdom for you this week. Apparently, it's just not happening. I don't know. I know I didn't post anything on Wednesday, but it's been a week of recharge and replenishment. And you know that I am very into authenticity and making sure that my cup is full before I can pour, and recharging my battery, and a lot of self-care. And I wasn't feeling it this week. And it wasn't a bad week. It was actually a really great week. Um which, I needed, especially given the last few weeks and what's been going on in my life. But, you know, I've been allowing myself to feel my feelings and grieve. And I have to say that I'm super grateful that that's getting better. And, little by little every day, one step at a time, it gets better. And I am blessed to have some really amazing coaches in my life. And you know that I'm also really big into development and self improvement and all those great things. And there was a 5-day mastermind course this week. So that's what I was doing. That's what I've been up to. I'm actually going to tag that coach below in the links if you're interested. Her name is Shahrzad Shukra, and her workshop was the Masterpiece Woman. And it was fantastic. And I highly, highly recommend her. I just think she is one of the most authentic, loving, tough love, but honest love coaches that exists out there right now. And I've had the amazing pleasure of working with her for a while now. And I just think that, yeah, she's super valuable to have in your life. So definitely, if you are interested in a wonderful mindset, life, overall, just coach, definitely check out the link below. I think you'll like it. And I just feel like I've been in such a wonderful, uplifted, just like good vibe space that I just wanted to enjoy it and absorb it and really like dive deep into it so that I could just benefit the most as possible, so that then I can turn around as my fullest self and then give something to you guys. So I'm still doing that. And today is not a words wisdom. Ugh, that came out really weird. So I'm still doing that. And today is not going to be a words of wisdom. Instead, I felt super inspired today to give you guys, I guess, I don't know what we're going to call this segment. Maybe like tall tales and warnings. Fun facts. Oh, fun facts and tall tales. I don't know. I'm going to play around with the name of what this segment is going to be called. But in any event, yeah, in the car today, I just felt super inspired for some reason to tell you guys a really horrific and embarrassing but super funny story that happened to me a little over a year ago. And so, I don't know. I battled while I was driving. I literally argued with myself and said, no, you can't, Steph, you can't tell that story. It's TMI. It's embarrassing. People are going to judge you. People are going to think you're weird. Um, and these are all probably true. But on the converse side, people might also get a kick out of it. Someone might really need a laugh today, or someone might need to feel reassured because maybe they were in the same position and needed to know that they weren't alone. And I don't know. I don't know why I felt inspired to tell this story, but you know that that's pretty much what I do. I just listen to my intuition, feel what comes in, whatever downloads into me, and I recognize that that's what I'm meant to talk about. And sometimes I'll record something, months prior or weeks prior or days prior, whatever the case is, and hold it until I feel like, okay, now is the time that you're supposed to put it out there. So I'm just going to trust my gut and tell you guys a story and hope that you can still look at me the same way tomorrow. So why did this thought come to my brain? Probably because my daughter and I were driving to my cousin's house to celebrate her daughter's birthday. Our daughters are a year apart. And yeah, it was her third birthday. Okay, so I'm going to preface this story by asking you guys a question. And I think I'm right in what the answers are going to be, but I mean, if you have children, even if you don't have children, even if you just have taken a drive with children, whether they are yours or not, you usually do ask them, do you have to go to the bathroom before you leave, right? Like, that's normal. I mean, at least for me, I think, I mean, my daughter's still little, but even with other children that I've traveled with, I say, hey, like, before we go, do you have to go to the bathroom? And even with elderly people, if you have an elderly parent or a grandparent or any other elderly relative that you may transport from one place to another, you usually say, do you have to go to the bathroom? Did you go to the bathroom? We're going to be in the car for a while. Do you have to go to the bathroom? And you would think that we would do the same thing to ourselves. And maybe you do. I mean, I know for me, yeah, like I always joke, I have the bladder of a kitten. Like, I constantly have to go to the bathroom, and I do drink a lot of water, and that's probably why. But I'm usually on top of it. But there are those times that I'm getting in the car, and I think, I should probably go to the bathroom. Nah, you're only going to be in the car for a little bit. You'll be fine. You'll make it. But what if you don't? What's your plan? So anyway, yes, let me get into the story. So, this was, like I said, a little over a year ago. We were still not, I don't want to say we were in the peak of pandemic, but we were still in the place where people weren't necessarily comfortable meeting indoors just yet. And, masks were still very much a thing. And the vaccine, I think, I just started coming out. Sorry, guys, I have a tickle. I don't want to keep coughing. So, yeah, it was a weird time. And my cousin invited us to go hang out and have a backyard play date. So granted, I could have asked her hey, are you cool if I have to use the bathroom or if I want to go inside your house? But at the same time, I just felt if she's saying a backyard thing, then maybe you don't even put her in the position of having to say yes or no. Just don't use her bathroom. Just don't go in. You don't live that far. So I get in the car, even though I know I have to go to the bathroom. And mind you, on my way to her house, I had stopped at Dunkin' Donuts and gotten a coffee. So you already know, if you're like me, coffee makes me have to go to the bathroom extra. Sometimes both, but thank God this was just number one. Just number one. So, I don't think you guys needed to know that. I'm sorry. I don't know why I shared that part. If we're gonna go hard. So, yeah, anyway, I'm driving, I get on the turnpike, and everything's going smooth. I'm like, okay, good, we're gonna make it. We're gonna get home, no problem. Great. Because now it's starting to get intense, right? Now I'm starting to get a little concerned. And then we get to the toll booth. And there are only 2 cash lanes open. And I will tell you that at this time, I was very much anti-E-ZPass. Now, clearly, I'm pretty sure you can already guess that my sentiments on E-ZPass have changed since then. But at this point in my life, I was very adamant and passionate about how much I did not want E-ZPass. I don't know what I thought I was going to do with my life. I don't know... was I planning on committing a crime and needing to flee the state rapidly and not wanting to be trailed? I don't know why I care so much, but I did. And that incident caused me to no longer care because I realized that my time is more valuable, especially when I have to go to the bathroom. So anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm getting nervous because it's intense right now. And mind you, it's just my daughter, who was not even 1 at the time, in the back car seat, and me, and that's it. So it's not even I could ask someone, hey, can we swap, and then I'll just run to the side of the road and do what I gotta do somewhere. There was no option. I just had to stay with my foot on the brake and the gas and do what I had to do in the stop and go traffic. And so, like I said, I'm kind of panicking, and I'm looking around because like I'm about to make a mess in my car. And as I'm looking around, I spot the diaper bag from the corner of my eye, and I'm like, okay, we're doing this. And I took a diaper out, I opened it up, and I shoved it in my pants. Now, initially, I really don't know where my thought process was. I guess initially I just thought, well, okay, well, this will be a safety precaution in case you start to leak. Like, you're still trying to hold it, but in case you leak, you're going to be okay because this is what we're going to do. Like, you're going to be fine. But then, very rapidly, it turned into, okay, I am leaking, and I can't hold it anymore, and we got to just try. Like, maybe this thing will hold it. Let's find out. So I am still sitting in stop and go traffic waiting for this toll booth to come up, and I just decided to go for it. And that was a mistake because, guys, a size 2 diaper is not intended for a grown woman. There's a reason that they have weight requirements on each of the sizes, and yeah, it was not a good idea. And I definitely what's the word I'm looking for? I overestimated. Yeah, I was on the right path. I definitely overestimated the capacity of that diaper, and very quickly realized that if I don't stop now, I am still going to wet my pants and this car seat, and this is not going to be okay. And I've made it however many years in my life without peeing my pants. I'm not going to do it now. So I had to take everything in me and just hold it and stop what I was doing, because you know how hard it is to stop midstream, especially when you got to go that bad. It's not easy to just be like, pump the brakes. But I had to pump the brakes on my body, not on my car. I decided at that point, then and there, that as soon as I got home, I was signing up for Easy Pass, and I jumped into the Easy Pass lane and just took it. And yeah, it was the best decision I made. And I got to say that I never have had that happen again. And thank goodness. But yeah, it was not okay, guys. It was not okay. And what's worse, and well, not worse, but what's weird is like, I'm such a weirdo. Because then when I got home, like, I'm still like, because I'm a good 7 minutes from the toll exit, right? So, like, that's still a long time to be in the car when you're, like, I was in tears. I was literally on the verge of, not even on the verge, I was already tearing, like, because it was so painful. It was so, like, intense. And when I finally got home, like, I'm so weird that I'm sitting here thinking, but now that I'm home, I kind of want to see how far this thing can go. And I am in the bath. I mean, I waited till I was in the bathroom and on top of the toilet. But, like, I just decided, okay, let's test this bad boy out. And, guys, yes, no, definitely for sure, size 2 diaper is not okay for an adult. Don't do it. It's not going to hold it. I just don't understand why I needed to know that. Like, I don't know. Like, it's never going to be a question on Jeopardy. Why did I need to know if I could do this? But I guess that's my internal human nature. I'm very inquisitive. I like information. I like to learn things, and I learned something that day. I learned a few things that day, and yeah. And yet, even though I learned things, and I'm hoping that you have learned the moral of this story, I somehow still have not, because a year later, I still catch myself saying, girl, you'll make it. Don't worry. Babe, did you learn nothing? So anyway, I digress. The moral of the story, if you didn't already catch it, is please, 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 before you get in the vehicle for any length of a drive, take a potty check. Make sure you don't have to go. Even if you don't think you have to go, try, because you never know what's going to happen when you step outside your door and into your car, and You could get stuck behind a truck in an accident. A lot of things could, construction, a lot of things can happen that you are not anticipating, and better safe than sorry. So that's it. I hope you got some enjoyment out of my embarrassment and shame. And I hope you learned something. And I hope you heed my warning and take it seriously, because that was awful. It might not sound as awful as it was, but trust me, like when I tell you I was in severe pain and like I was just besides myself about what I was gonna do. Yeah. So that's it. And yeah. Thank you for watching. I promise to have something with a little bit more substance next week. And I'm also still working, well, not working, because I honestly have not even opened anything about it. But I am going to soon start working on and editing my 30-day review of the tripolar stat BX. And if you've been following my journey on that, you kind of already know where I'm going to go with this. But I want to still give you guys that full recap so that you can see the before and after pictures and the during pictures, and give you my final thoughts on my first 30 days. And again, a reminder that full treatment for the tripolar stat BX is 3 months and then maintenance once a week. But I am going to just give you guys my first initial thoughts of the first 30 days, and I am actually still consistently using it. In fact, I have to do a treatment tomorrow, and I'm going to keep going for the full 3 months and then give you another review at the end of my full treatment. So stay tuned for that. Ironically enough, another video that I'm working on is a diaper review, and I have firsthand experience with those, so you know you can trust my opinion. And yeah, if there's anything else that you guys are interested in, be it a words of wisdom, a review of something, and obviously I'll talk about anything, clearly, as this video will tell you. But if there's anything that is sparking your thoughts and that you want to kind of reach out about, don't forget that you can always email me at thelimitlessbabe@gmail.com, all one word. And you can also DM me on Instagram at thelimitlessbabe. And yeah, that's it. You can also comment right here on this video. But in any event, I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you have an amazing day ahead, whatever day I decide to upload this. And just remember that you, again, today, every day, tomorrow, forever, you are a limitless being, and you are capable of incredible things. And all you have to do is believe in yourself and take charge of your own life, and you will see things shift around you, not just within you, but also around you, because you are also an inspiring being to others. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you, and take care. Oh.